Alright, what up, y'all? This your boy Suki. This is the video I was telling you guys about in my last video I uploaded on my channel, the Storm Weekly Talks. But this here, we're gonna start a new thing called Storm Pro Talks on a new channel. This is the startup of it. And collabing with a few of my, my boys, introducing the animation hero.
Hello.
My boy Tender's Predator.
Yo, what's up?
My man Dark Mask.
This your boy Dark Mask.
And my boy DJ Boris, man.
Yo, the camera's on.
Alright, man. So basically today's topic, what we're gonna talk about is basically the tier list and kind of basically just overpowered stuff that a lot of competitive players use, or so-called competitive players. But you know what? First we're gonna start off with the first top 3 characters. You clearly have seen these characters before. Nagato, Celebi's Bomb Naruto, EMS Sasuke, the new EMS Sasuke, not the ones from Storm 3, but the little, air combo, like the stretch the air, lightning type nigga. So these characters, if anybody wants to go ahead.
Yeah, all these 3 characters just share the same, properties and abilities. Meaning they can button mash really well, like some of y'all know already. They can jail on block, meaning that their air combo can make you force you to sub on block. All 3 of them. Actually, only Celebi's Bomb Naruto and Nagato can do it, but Sasuke air combo is a multiple hit. So when he lands, he has more option than most characters would. So all 3 of these characters have phantom range on them, and they're so efficient at button mashing, and they can just overwhelm their opponents easy.
Yeah. Phantom range, I don't know what that is. That's just like the extra hit that's not there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
the extra range. The range that shouldn't exist, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Basically, it's like phantom ranges. You look in an attack and you see the attack, like the animation that they hit, like the arm or whatever they hitting you with might be that long, but there's invisible range right there on the hitbox when they get there. So it makes their attack on.
Yeah. So these characters just stand out. They're basically complete characters. Let's just call them noob-friendly characters, you know what I'm saying? They don't take much effort to use. And these are the characters you see a lot of competitive players play with in versus fives or clan battles, if that ever comes back. You'll see them a lot too, you know what I'm saying? Tournaments, you've clearly seen them. They was all in tournaments. Fourth player we'd add to this list, we know quite a lot of y'all would question this because, you probably don't face him as much, but he's been a known character through past games and will always, hopefully not always, but it's still till this day. Minato, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all will look at him as not even that bad, but you haven't played a player who knows how to really abuse his qualities, his stuff. So, he has the best chakra shurikens in the game, you know what I'm saying? They come from all angles, they kind of trap you. You got to usually dodge a certain way, and depending also on the character you have, if his sidestep movement isn't that good or whatever, sometimes you still get caught. He has a great tilt, the stun, and he can cancel it with chakra shuriken or whatever, and sometimes even if, now that your dash has like a startup frame that you can stop, sometimes even if you dodge the tilt and you get caught with that chakra shuriken, it makes him safe. So that's a problem right there. He has a fast startup Rasengan. The jutsu startup is very fast, and he can cancel it, makes him safe, and not to mention his movement. I'm gonna let my boy Tender's Predator talk more about him because, he dealt with the character long enough. Go ahead, bro.
We all know.
So we about to dip into Minato. I have so much to say about this character. So, like, if I were to touch on what Moses was saying, he was saying that, his Rasengan startup is very fast. Well, that's a lie. It's not very fast. It's the fastest startup of a jutsu in the entire game. So, he has the fastest startup in jutsu in the entire game. Sometimes, his Rasengan is so fast to the point where you could mash sub, like you see it's coming, but you mash up, still get hit. Doesn't matter. Max damage. And Minato is a running character, so his objective is to push you, full screen. So after he Rasengan you, you're full screen, and you have to get back in and, have fun with that. So we're gonna get on later in that, but Minato's natural movement is the fastest movement in the entire game. And it's pretty hard to catch him just off rip if you play somebody who actually knows how to, dodge, move, evade, whatever you want to call it. Also, what Moses said, like he has the best chakra shuriken in the game because he throws 3 kunais at you that track. It's homing shuriken. And since shurikens can stop your dash now, if you get hit by it on startup, well, that means you just keep getting your dash stopped the entire game. And when you get close, Rasengan. And if he misses, it's safe, cancel. So it's just going to be a match of you trying to catch him the entire game. And if they put a dash cut over it, he's even more off crack than he naturally is. Same thing with cover fire, but we're gonna dip into that later. What else about Minato? Oh yeah, his first hit is amazing. Really fast startup on first hit. A lot of times if you get caught in a trade, you get caught in whoever's trying to hit him first, Minato's gonna win because you can trade with him about 1 to 2 times, but after that he's gonna hit you first. And then he's gonna pull combo.
Yeah, always depending on the character.
Oh yeah, it depends on the character at that point. But
yeah, it depends on character at that point.
Yeah.
Most
But
of the time,
majority
Minato's gonna win.
Yeah.
So yeah, Minato, he has all the tools that you need as a character. Great tilt, good combo, decent grab, great jutsu, and his ultimate jutsu is actually invincible. It's not invincible. Yeah, you can't interrupt it. So yeah, so if you get a read on you, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah, it kind of has a little track too and a range on it.
But that's the thing. He has an invincible startup on his ultimate jutsu, and it tracks. It also homes on you, so you can't sidestep. If you sidestep, he's just going to glue to you and max damage.
His awakening is good too. He may not really be able to pressure you because of the fact he teleports, but he can definitely.
His awakening is just more speed for him to run away if he has the health on you.
Yeah, if he has healthily and he awakens and you guys playing no Bard, yeah, it might be GG.
Yeah, he fits with those characters. He can fight them. You know what I'm saying? He just
he can fight.
Be more on the outside.
He can fight the top 3 characters. Put it like that because he's part of the top 5.
He would just have to be more on the outside fighting them because physical match in combat, he doesn't really match up to them, but he definitely has his own tech. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can zone and running. And Rasengan saves him so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's enough about Minato. We had number 5. We had a PTS Neji, because he basically has the same properties as the top 3. The only reason why we put him as number 5 is because he doesn't have anything else but button mashing and jail. But he can anti-air you, meaning that when he press circle on the ground, you can't dash him in the air or on the ground. But his jutsu is not that good, and his tilt is not that good. But he can fight top 3 characters in a straight up fight. Like if you guys dash at each other and dash clash and all that. He can fight.
Him and PTS Lee and Gara, but we'll kind of get into more.
We'll put them into I guess one slot. Yeah. They just put them as 5.
We'll get more in depth with the character. We'll make a tier list, a proper tier list, and get more in depth with those. But right now, we just wanted to let y'all know basically what we're trying to attack. So we're about to go more in depth with dash cut.
We're gonna talk about the meta. Yeah, the current meta in the game where what people think is the meta, what you will find on ranked or in competitive play, what people find, I guess, fair in the game. The shit that gives them an advantage that shouldn't be in the game. So like Moses starts saying, cover fire and the dash cut. You all seen it on ranked. If you don't play competitive, you probably seen it on ranked. Somebody just picked up dash cut and then just ruined your day. And we're gonna talk about those specific type of play styles. If anybody wants to take it.
Yeah, like all right, dash clutch. I said dash clutch. Dash clutch. In previous Storm games, they were bad, but they weren't as bad. If anything, in Rev, it was the most balanced because it actually took more skill to use, and they were easy to bypass, and you can also temporarily kill them. So there wasn't really much of a problem. People when they used drive type back in Rev, they wouldn't really switch to dash cut because they would just worry about their supports dying. And you know, the typical Naruto player, they need these type of things and they think so simple-minded. But, you know, you was able to check out the dash cut. You dash one stop and then dash again, they'll go away and then you can get in there. And the dash cut now is more similar to Storm 3's dash cut puppet type, sometimes on activation, you know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is sometimes you hit it and it just whiffs, like it doesn't go anywhere. It just, you know, he'll go away and then come right back because it didn't confirm the knockdown. And like Storm 3 puppets, they did get confirmed, but she was mainly hitting the puppets, so they'll constantly keep coming back and you wasn't able to get past it. So it's basically glitched in this game. And like I showed you, if you watch my Storm Weekly Talks, how Choji's fat behind appeared up in the air out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And that happened, I'm sure a lot of you probably ran into that, you know what I'm saying, had the same problem. But these are the things that a lot of players like to use. And first of all, there shouldn't even be a mechanic in the game where it stops the main mechanic to get to your opponent. To like, you know, there shouldn't be, you know, charge guard is alright. Assist guard, what is it? Charge guard and guard break, you know, guard break, dash cut, they're fine. You know, they make more sense. But a dash cut literally stopping a dash, and you can't max damage off of them. Like, you can be hitting them, you combo them, you finally got them out of subs, and then you want to go for, you know, more max damage, and you try and dash reset your combo, whatever, and then boom, he appears in that little space there is. It could be a little tiny space, and he'll still come between. You know, the dash cut will still come between. Boom, and block it out. That should not even be a mechanic. I don't know why that idea was even thought of. You know, but a lot of players think that's okay to play with, and they look at other things like the combo support and all that stuff as a problem. But we'll get more into that in a while. So yeah, dash cut is really simple-minded to use. You know, you don't even really have to jump when your dash cut is on active now. When your support comes up, all you really gotta do is stay in a straight line. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing gonna happen. You know,
like, hold up. So, since we're talking about the dash cut, you know, like Moses said, it appears in the air. The ground dash, I mean, not the ground dash, but the dash cut was meant to where if you dash it, it's supposed to, you know, fall over, get knocked back, and go away. But where CC2 messed up is that, like Moses said, sometimes you dash the dash cut, you touch him like you dashed him, he won't go over into the knockback animation, so you can finally get one dash to try to get it confirmed. If the glitch happens to where he doesn't fall over, then he's just going to appear in your face again. If you try to support dash him, he's going to appear again and again and again. He does not go away until something knocks him over.
Yeah, and all it does is consume chakra. It's wasting up your chakra, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it makes it very difficult. Competitive play should not really put a strain on your opponent. You're supposed to be able to do that on your own, you know what I'm saying?
It should.
Falls in line.
It should, because I feel like how in a fighting game, like you said before, in a fighting game, you should be able to fight. So if you have a mechanic that, you know, you can't control that pushes your opponent, you know, away from you, it means that your defense is weak, in my opinion. You know, like you can't really play defense because people like us or people, you know, like that play without, you know, the dash cut and then you know, play the game. We have to cover everything that we do and make everything that we do safe. And that's something, you know, that takes some type of skill because we have to watch our backs basically because we, you know, if we fuck up a setup or we mess up a setup, we might, you know, get punished. But you can't punish a dash cut. It's a free, you know, it bails you out basically. And you can't even get the maximum amount of damage with a character that uses, you know, like let's say there's a character that doesn't have infinite. You can't get max damage because the dash cut is gonna be there to stop your dash. You know, when you dash in between the combo to maximize your damage, you can't do that. So, you know, I don't really know why CC2 will put a mechanic that just covers somebody so much, like just gives them, basically just helps them, like holds their hand. Yeah, like it's just I don't get that, and I don't know why anybody will argue that mechanic or that feature is broken. It clearly is. It shouldn't be in the game. It shouldn't be in the fighting game at least.
Exactly. It's giving you basically complete defense. And then here goes where the cover fire comes in. That gives you complete offense. It's perfect offense and perfect defense. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't create pressure yourself. You choose to go to the cover fire and create that pressure from the game. Like, you know.
Exactly. It's the same because you can't lock your opponent down. You can't open your opponent up because basically, you know, when two good players play each other. It's about who's gonna open who up. Okay, so basically, when you have a cover fire, you can open your opponent up way easier than if you have to actually get in with a dash or leader switch tech, and all you have to do is just pop up the cover fire and then dash afterwards, and most of the time your opponent will get locked down for a free combo. If they don't, then they maybe they burn the sub. So that's another thing, you make them waste subs for free, and then they can't punish you because the dash cut covers your behind, and that shouldn't be in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly what was saying. I'm saying, like, it's a simple mechanic, brain dead, very brain dead. Like, and it's that bad because back in Storm 3, I used to play with, around the beginning, I used to play with, dash cut, guard type, attack type, and all that. Then when I went through my phases trying to learn how to cover my own ass, without the guard type, I spent so long fighting without it that one day when I, picked random, I didn't have enough time to pick, and I had a guard type. Every time my opponent dashed me, even when it was up, I was flinching, like I was getting scared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't used to it no more, and I learned how to cover my own behind. I would start laughing like, oh crap, I forgot I had a dash cut on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like when you lack that type of knowledge, yeah, it makes you feel secure and stuff, but this is where the skill comes in. This is where the skill gap really shows, because for players who like to rely on it, and then when you take it away from them, they literally look like a 7-year-old playing the game or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I fought a couple people are like that, and they talk about it. Still, no, man, these are simple mechanics. It's not, you don't have to do a lot of thinking on to learn how to use it. Quite a little bit of things, you can put a little tactic in there, but there's nothing more to it. That's it. So that's why some people will like to use the term, oh, Naruto's an easy game to play, because yeah, it has some stuff in the game that makes it easy, but that doesn't mean it doesn't take any skill, because there's always going to be a skill gap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they have their little simple stuff, but it's like that in a lot of fighting games. There's sometimes characters or things that will make it a little easier for you. They're just naturally overpowered, but there's still a skill gap, right? If anything, the game that doesn't really take skill would be DBZ Ultimate Fighting, a guessing game that they try to proclaim a fighting game. That's a game that you say has no skill. I just really hate when people use that term, oh, this takes no skill. No, but we'll get into that on another topic. I'm just ranting. But go ahead, my boy Tendis wanted to talk more about the dash cut. Say what you got to say.
Well, what I wanted to say about the dash cut, other than the fact that, we already talked about how sometimes you dash it won't get knocked down. Boris and Moses said that as you're comboing, the only way to extend your combo against a dash cut is either you infinite, your character has an infinite, or you do a stun lock. Other than that, you can never get max damage. You can't get damage on somebody that uses a dash cut. So those are the only two options you have.
Yep.
The dash cut, it appears in the air, but one of the biggest problem with the biggest problem with the dash cut is that you can't get, when you're using a dash cut, you can't get punished. Everything's safe. Everything's safe.
Yeah.
So that literally breaks the game. Just the dash cut alone.
Now, when you think about though, when you think about that though, the only thing that you can do as a player, I mean, in my opinion, in Storm 4, that helps you fight against a dash cut is use the leader switch tech. Now, leader switch tech breaks down into 3. In my opinion, it's the LSD, the leader switch dash, and then the leader switch combo, and then you got the leader switch jutsu. Now, all these leader switch techniques allow you to get the upper hand on somebody that uses all these gay features or these cheap features. Stop saying gay, man. LGBT, I love you. But yeah, the leader switch jutsu allows you to save chakra, so that when you chase a goddamn dash cut and you use your jutsu, you at least have more more chakra to follow up if the dash cut decides to get knocked down. You can switch dash, try to open up the dash cut, in some ways. It doesn't really work all the time, but it helps. Like if you got the double dash and then you try to fake the opponent out, it might help you get in, and then you got the leader switch combo that completely locks them down. So if you actually dash cancel in front of the dash cut, you can actually leader switch combo and get in, because they're gonna stand on their guard trying to block, and then you can guard break them, actually get in on them. And at that point, really using the leader switch tech, some people frown upon the leader switch tech for some reason, saying that it breaks the game. Those are the same people that use the dash cut, which is they use all the stuff that we mentioned in the past couple of minutes, and they want to sit here and say that the leader switch tech, which helps, fight against this menace that is the dash cut. But it's okay to bash the leader switch, combo, leader switch jutsu, saying that it shouldn't be the game, where dash cut actually is a mechanic that was not tested. It wasn't tested at all.
Yeah, like to me and to anybody, leader switch, the leader switch mechanic should be that's the best thing they ever put in the Storm game. You know what I'm saying? Allowing you to basically have you have basically limitless cancels except for ultimates. You can just fake that out. Some characters can still perform it with a leader switch, but you know what I'm saying? You have limitless cancels. You can basically you can cover yourself from a lot of things. Like a lot of players have simple minds. Like I'm not gonna name any names, but there was a player my boy Playco played, and he was fighting, and this guy he fought tried to do an ultimate on him and punish him. I think he did a counter or whatever, and naturally, yeah, you're able to be punished when you do a counter in that short period of time. You can't really do anything. But he switched out to make himself safe. And he complained about that. Like, it's basically like he's asking him to give him this free damage, give me my, you gotta earn it. You're supposed to be able to work for these type of things, you know what I'm saying? And, you can't just, I see open and boom, let me get it. Nah, like, the leader switch basically gives you more options, you know what I'm saying? You can perform more stuff. And that's how you gotta think. You gotta basically have to think on a bigger level now, because it's no longer simple like the previous games, even though some previous games had more thinking to it too, but this game kind of stands out more than the rest in terms of balance and everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, people want to say these things are called glitches because what a lot of players see that they don't understand, they'll automatically put it in a bad category or something, glitches or some game-breaking shit or whatever. But it's all questionable. Like, the leader switch combo, like I said in my glitch videos, if you watch it, it was shown even in the beta. These things were shown in betas. And if we know whatever is shown in betas, and if they don't want it in the game, they'll take it out. Like when Rev came out and they showed a beta of it, and there was, I think he was a style, I don't know, he was showing air tilts and grab cancels and all this stuff, but then when we got the demo, all that stuff was taken out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we would assume that it would happen the same thing with Storm 4, right? Since their idea was to head to more of a competitive and, base type of game. But it hasn't been taken out. So now this is the other part. You could say probably they forgot, but let's go to another, another evidence or whatever that we can attack, and that's questionable. They made a patch for this game, I think probably 3 times or probably 4, I don't know. Online stability and to patch glitches. The only glitch they really fixed was the sub banking, right? And that's not even a glitch you would really notice. It's not a common glitch, because if anything, the most used so-called glitch on this game is a leader switch combo. That thing is shown everywhere, it got tutorials and everything.
Exactly.
So you would think they would attack it, right? But they didn't. So they attacked the sub banking. There was a glitch with Awakening that if you ran out of Awakening with one character, you can switch and go Awakening with your next character. They tried to fix that, and what it caused was the Infinite Awakening glitch. That's what we have now. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. Those are the main glitches they attacked. They didn't try to fix the leader switch dash. They didn't try to fix the leader switch jutsu. They didn't try to fix the leader switch combo. You know what I'm saying? And these are common glitches. So people want to consider that these glitches, but I don't know, it's questionable, and that's what people got to understand. And people complain about the leader switch blue dash where you would attack and then switch out with your your right stick and make your support come in flying, do the dash, startup, whatever. But yeah, it's kind of a little annoying because it has an outrageous hitbox. That's the only thing it needs to get enough done, but it's not really bad. And that instant second where you're coming out as a leader switch support, you're punishable, you know what I'm saying? You can't really do anything. You get hit by jutsu, get hit by ultimate, anything can really happen in that split second. But people don't really think like that. They want everything given to them simple and easy. But nah, man.
Yeah. And let me say something about this leader switching. Now, before this game could have came, even when it came out, and it was all over, YouTube channels and people fighting, and you see them doing it on there. You see people doing the leader combo switch or the leader combo support glitch, if that's what you guys call it. All right, it was all over there. All right, by now we had more than enough patches for CC2 to just like say fuck it, we're gonna patch this, but they didn't. Now I've been trying to tell people, like, yeah, this is a new mechanic. Like CC2 been trying to tell us that there's, Storm 4 was gonna have a lot of new mechanics in the game, and the leader switch combo could, I'm not saying is, but it could be one of the biggest mechanics that we've ever seen to be put in Storm 4. Now, what I thought of it was, I thought it would be like our new attack support, because if you go back to Rev, we had drive type, and you was able to flip the stick to either guard or attack. When people flipped it to attack, no matter what, every time you get somebody in the combo, both of the supports will come in and start fighting. Now I understand on Storm 4 where you do the leader support attack and somebody's getting hit with it and they just sub right above them and they get hit again. I understand that, but on Rev, it used to be like that for Rev. I think they made a patch on that to the point where you can sub behind them though.
Yeah.
But either way, what I'm trying to get to is Rev had attack support. Storm 3, did they have attack support? I think Storm 3 had attack support.
Yes, man,
Yeah.
touch on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all games had it.
Yeah. So like what?
About, go ahead, man.
Yeah, my bad. So yeah, all those games had attack support, and what I'm trying to get is, why would y'all think that CC2 would keep all this? You got the dash cut, the cover fire, the support that take ultimates for you and all that. Why would they keep all that and just choose to say, let's take out attack support? Now, it's gonna happen. All right, now leader switch combo is going to happen. Like, you won't mean to do it and you'll do it by accident. All right, there's people who knows how to do it and they just do it really good to the point where it's very annoying, and I understand that, but y'all gotta know that this is possibly a mechanic that's in the game. All right, now I honestly felt like this hasn't became a problem before. All right, now I don't want to be cocky or anything, but I actually took the time to learn how to do this leader switch combo to the point where I can spam it every time. And like, before I even knew how to do it, I never really heard complaints about it until I started doing competitive first to fives with top players, and I used it a lot. And I've been hearing rumors about, all I do is this glitch, and all I do is the leader support glitch there and that, here and there, and I'm like, man, it's getting a little annoying. Like, y'all don't even know if it's meant to be put in the game or not. So, here we are, we about to come with another Storm 4 patch really soon. I don't really know when, but we're coming with another Storm 4 patch, and like, I'm just here to tell y'all, like, once this patch come through, and like, what are we gonna do if we still got the leader support combo? You guys still gonna call it a glitch or what? Like, I had one player who once told me if this Storm 4 patch came by and we still had leader support glitch, that they must have not seen it. Now, I thought, like, hey, come on, they have been seeing this glitch. All right, this glitch has been on all the popular YouTubers' channels. All right, every top YouTuber have had a support combo glitch on their channel. Pretty sure for damn near the most of their Naruto videos that they upload. Everyone sees it. It's just, I don't understand. Like, you guys see by now that it haven't been patched, and y'all gotta understand that this is possibly not a glitch. All right. Now, I got a lot of players who say, yeah, all I do is this glitch and all I do is that. But you gotta understand, I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I abuse it, but when you think of it this way, if I'm doing a competitive first to five with a top player who's known and stuff, like, they like to use all that, what I call cheese. It's the Minato, and then you got the dash cut, and then you got the Tamari cover fire. All right, and then, like, are you doing is catching them all game? All right, you just catching them. They throwing shuriken, they stunning you with the Tamari support. All that, you gotta deal with all that. All right, so I came up with a pretty OP team. Sage 6 Path Madara with Kaguya and Gaara. I came up with that team. If I haven't, then I didn't know if anybody else out there used it before me, but I I got that team out of the blue. I understand that the Kaguya, doing Kaguya leader support glitch, yeah, it's a problem because you can't really guard, her lava and stuff when you change to the lava dimension and you do leader support glitch with the Kaguya, lava stage and stuff, and you can't guard it. Yes, it does, make it a button lock if she does the full combo and stuff, but you can't, it's not always going to give you a button lock. There are ways to get out of it. So like sometimes, if I'm mashing with Kaguya with the lava stage, I attack them in the legs and they flying away, but I'm continuing to combo so I can do the button lock. There are easy ways to get out of it. There's only two simple things you can do. Just throw a shuriken, alright, or you can switch. Those are the two easiest things you can do. I've told a lot of people that, but no one really does it because they're so focused into mashing, just so they can get that that hit in, so they can attack. People are aggressive.
And a lot of these players, my bad, and a lot of these players who do play the game, a majority, they don't even switch. So yeah, they wouldn't even think of these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they stay with the top 5, the top 3 that we mentioned, and top 4, and then they just
play
smash.
like previous games. They pick their main character and they just use the support for support. That's it.
like
The only time they would attempt to switch sometimes is for a little max damage, just in case, if anything. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, and see, and in my opinion, even though this leader support combo is like, it's kind of broken, I understand. But if you're going up against...
Yeah, because also sometimes it does, they have their own animation that interrupts the screen. That's why, that's why I said certain things are questionable with it. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and if you're going up against, like, I understand that this stuff is broken and stuff, but if you're going up against Nagato with Choji Dash Cut and Tamari Cover Fire, or a Minato with Choji Dash Cut and Tamari Cover Fire, you have to deal with it. You have to deal with all that cheese, like it's just a defensive play. You won't be able to catch Choji or a Nagato because of Choji, or a Minato because of Choji, And then whenever you get close, you got the Tamari Cover Fire that makes your opponent safe. He's always safe. So that's why I come up to the point where I gotta abuse this this leader support combo, because me, that may not be the only way to get people, but for me it's the easiest way to catch people, and they have a problem with it because they don't know how to get past it. So all I'm saying is, like, it's you got A and B, all right. You got Minato with the dash cut. You're running away with the Tamara Cover Fire, and like people. All right. Oh, and another thing. So yeah, people say that that the leader support is a glitch and stuff like that. But what do you call? In my opinion, I want to say, what do you call when you have a Tamari Cover Fire and you throw a chakra shuriken, and when Tamari throws her, little wind, and after you sub all her wind, you get hit with an extra. Like, I don't even know. Like, you get hit with something extra, and that's just an extra stun. So it gives them, and it just gives them not more than enough time to just start a combo off you. Like, what is that? Like, what do you call that? That's not legit.
We talk about this stuff, man. To touch on what you were saying, there's a couple statements I gotta correct.
Mm-hmm.
One, is leader switch combo broken? No. It's just the fact that you use it with Kaguya. That's what's broken. It's Kaguya, not the actual technique. Another thing where you said,
Not some people.
It could be questionable. It could be questionable.
Out of all the tips of the leader switch, it is the most broken one, besides the really outrageous.
Yeah, because it's like a heat-down support. It's a free. You can get setups off of it. You know what I'm saying? And then, especially with character with long range.
And that's true, Kaze. It's not just broken because I use it with Kaguya. It's broken of all reasons. Like, anyone could just use. I'm about to use Madara with fucking Sage Hashirama. Just use the leader switch combo, and you. Yeah. But
it's not, because I use that team, and I kind of really body a lot of people when I pick my Madara and Sage Hashirama. I kind of cheese that to people who like to match. But what I'm saying is, it can be broken, especially if you're playing a good player who knows how to apply pressure with it. It can become really annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, certain characters who got breaks in their combos, it applies to them when they're being used as a support combo too, right? Like, say for Madara, you can dash, move back out of his third hit or whatever, right? And even if he's attacking as a support, you can do the same thing. But if I'm applying the pressure to you, it's not gonna be like that. And that's where it becomes, that's why it's broken. You know what I'm saying? Kaguya, we can just call her the meta player support combos because you already can't block her combos to begin with. And when you sub in place from a leader switch combo, yeah, that's why she kind of really messes you up bad. But in terms of the other characters, yeah, it's broken, but some characters do have their little simple things. Like, for instance, Naruto. All he has to do is connect a few combos to the leader switch support, and then you sub him, right? And you think you're out of the clear. The end of the neutral combo will come out of nowhere and just, start.
Yeah, and just slap you. Yeah, you just get slapped. Or Nagato with the Shima Tensei. Or let's say you do it with the last Sasuke, and then he got the Banto Tenin that comes in, and then he can pull you back in the combo. If you apply the right pressure, like you said,
It needs. I want leader switch combo can stay in the game, but obviously it needs a couple tweaks. It needs to be. We could do it like after they sub the leader switch combo, he goes away.
Yeah, it could be an actual, like an attack type where you sub behind, or
because it's
you
good.
just
combo is good. It just needs tweaks.
Yeah, it just needs tweaks, man. You just need to tweak it, just like everything else that's broken needs to do.
If we're comparing the leader switch tech to the playing with the top 5 characters and using Tamari and Dash Cut, the Tamari and Dash Cut with the top 5 characters is still better. The only thing that, okay, let's put it like this. The leader switch is what helps us fight the cheese.
Yeah.
Because without leader switch, the matchup is so unfair, it's not even fun.
Yeah, without leader switch tech, it would be so difficult to actually get in on a Dash Cut Minato player or Nagato, any top 5. It would be really hard.
At that point. You can't.
Yeah, you would have to literally play at their game like you had to do in previous Storm games, and I know people hate that, like having to play.
Yeah, you have to pick Dash Cut
as them just to have, because people, a lot of these players you see even using your top characters. Some of them don't even like the characters personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to use characters I like to use. People that like in the community. You know what I'm saying?
That's what, yeah.
And I don't want to be forced to pick up a character that I don't really like just to fight against it because that's my only option. No, that's not competitive at all. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn how to basically, that's where the skill comes in. And in this game, it's balanced to that point where you don't have to, who wants to go back to that era back in those Storm games, the Great Depression and the Holocaust shit where you had to be forced to play meta to beat meta. No one likes that shit, you know what I'm saying? Except the meta players. They love playing against that type of stuff. I don't even know why. It was boring. It was simple. Like, people want to say the leader switch tech is easy to use. Nah, man. Like, I love to see a lot of players who claim this statement, pick this up. It's easy. Easy means, pick it up in one day, pick it up in a match and use it how we use it. Apply it the way we apply it. It takes time and all that shit. It's not
True.
True.
Yeah,
it's not like that kind of stuff where all you gotta do is let me do a couple of stuff to make my support bar build up. Boom. Oh, there we go. Easy. That's real simple to use. Cover fire, the same thing just applies to pressing triangle, square. Now you just have another support going.
And see, and about the dash cut and the cover fire, that's gonna happen 100% of the time. Like that's a 100% like success right there with the leader support combo.
Yeah, that's a game playing for you.
Yeah, with the leader support combo, if you're not like good with it or at all, like there's no 50-50 that is gonna work. Like you're gonna probably just hit it and once you throw that switch, that your support gonna jump away and it's gonna be going. He ain't gonna do the whole combo.
Right.
It's not always. It's not always 100% confirmed that you're gonna do that leader switch combo. So that's another thing that y'all gotta watch for. So like me, I take risk. I do it anyways, and I just got good timing with it. So mine's always connect. So ours always connect because you gotta have that good timing. We know when it's like gonna happen and we know when to use it. Not a lot of people know that, so not everybody can do it.
Yeah. What Mask is saying is that basically it takes execution. Everything we do with leader switch, we have to press all this continuously. The whole
it's constant cancels.
We never get to get our hands off the controller when we're playing. If not, we can't play because that's how we play the game. That's our tech, that's our tactics, that's all that. We have to constantly be canceling to do all this crazy pressure, all this shit that y'all see we do, all these things. With the dash cut, It's
You play
automatic.
one
You don't
hand.
have to press anything. You don't,
Play with one
it
hand.
just appears. You don't have to press anything
You
on
should
your
play one
controller for
hand.
him
You're right.
to defend you. And with Tamari, you know, with the cover fire or off the square characters, you just press triangle and square. 2 buttons. You're completely safe. You can never get punished. And you know, when you got Minato, all you need to do is run. All you need to do is keep holding back with X in a straight, or just walk in a straight line, or just do the technique where you flip in the air, which, you know, forces me to charge chakra dash to play the neutral bit, and I can never get in. And so all he's using is really ninja moving and
waiting for you to fuck up. That's basically it. He just waits for you to fuck up because you get hit by his dash cut, and then he can just, you know, get in off of that. He just waits for you to make the mistake and make the wrong read, and then that's it. You know, it's
like Mata, you can land the ultimate off a dash cut, bro. Like just one bump, boom, that opening right there, split second. If you time right, land it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't even matter, man. It's like, say, just even for the max damage. Let's go for the max damage example. Say I have you and you're using the dash cut, and I'm comboing you. Now, while you're being comboed, let's just say you're mashing O as you're being comboed, because you know I'm gonna probably try and get max damage and dash again, and you know who's about to appear and stop that. Boom, I'm mashing. You know, I dash, I cancel my combo dash, I get stopped by your dash cut, and now you instantly attacking me now because that dash cut opened me up for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even have to waste a sub. All you had to do was wait till I try to do that dash cancel, and then boom, that's it. Like the community thinks too simple. They want the game very simple, and that you're messing up. It's killing the game, yo. Like, that's what I'm saying. With this patch we're getting, we don't have no idea what it is. But if it's a patch that kind of basically really dumbs down the leader switch to a simple way of playing, that's it. To me, the game is gonna be dead, because this is the last thing we got that basically allowed us to really still play at a higher potential. Like in Storm 3, you had the relays. You know what I'm saying? You still had cancels, it was still good. You know, it was broken too, but you had certain things. But we got limited, we don't have cancels. The only cancel we really had was what, Instant Awakening, and some characters who had 50/50s on guard. You know, that was it. But now with the leader switch, we have all that stuff again. You just gotta apply it. And you know, people say it's easy. If it was easy, why isn't people playing with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see people that, because if anything, you guys like to play with easy stuff. Leader switches, you know, gives you a lot of opportunities, gives you a lot of options. Everyone should be playing with that if it's easy, right? No, it takes time to learn and execution, all that stuff. Like, Naruto's a simple game to pick up, as in terms of, all right, one button is to hit, one button is to low chakra to do a super hit or whatever, one button is to throw a zoning tool or whatever, one button to jump, one button to call you support, one to block, one to up, move around, stick. Easy, simple layout. But in terms of actually playing, it's not easy. It's not simple. You know what I'm saying? And that's the idea a lot of people need to get out of their head. But, you know, if anybody else want to touch up.
Yeah, that's why, you know, I'm not about to, you know, take shots at anybody, but to any, you know, player that plays with all that dash cut nonsense, that says that the game sucks, you gotta stop all that shit, man, because Storm 4 is a great game. The way the game is, you know, the way the game is designed, the way the game is meant to be played is amazing, in my opinion. Now, the fact that you get bodied by, you know, basically the tech of the game doesn't mean necessarily that the game sucks. You know, like, because people like you guys go around spreading, you know, the word that, oh, Storm 4 sucks, you know, it needs to be patched, or I'm not touching it. The devs actually hear about this shit, and then they actually, you know, they might go through with, like, basically breaking the game, because if you take the leader switching off this game, it's gonna actually suck, because there's not gonna be any depth to the game. It's just gonna be the same hop around and then wait. And who wants to hop around and wait in a fighting game? Like, nobody wants to do that. You want to play the game, pick up, and then fight. You know, you constantly going at each other and then just fight. You don't want to hop around and then wait for your opponent to make a mistake and then get in and then use the advantages that the game basically gives you that you don't control, like the dash cut, and then, you know, consider yourself a top player, or, you know, have fun. I don't know how you can have fun with that. You just can't. And just stop saying that the game sucks, because the game doesn't suck. It's actually, it's the Storm game could be the best in my opinion because it makes you actually think. When you play this game, you have to constantly cancel, constantly think. Make yourself safe, and it's fun to me. That's what this game is supposed. That's how it's meant to be played. Now, if you say that the game sucks because, for one, you're getting bodied. Let's just say like it is. If you're losing because another person actually used the tech. And then actually spend the time like in the lab, because it's not something that you just do overnight. You have to actually spend time in the lab, in the training room, and then develop that tech, and then you can't beat it. So you're salty and you're saying that the game sucks. Please don't go around saying that it sucks, because the game will actually get patched to the point where it won't be playable. And this game is actually great.
Yeah, like there's a reason why they added all those stuff to practice mode now, all those features you can do to see what can be tested, what can be useful and not, because they're starting to learn. The only reason the game is kind of not completely on the right track is because Season 2 never really attempted a competitive game, and this is their first time because they've seen the fan base was, they've seen the potential of it. We kind of made them see the potential based on how we played. Not saying us five in general, but as a players period, they seen that we have the competitive aspect. But it's just that majority of the community have the wrong idea. Like, you got some players comparing this to COD, talking about their competitive COD player and this life's competitive. No, man, you don't put those two games in the same category. That's a shooting game. There's a fighting game. Like, for one, if meta was considered a competitive, there will be a time where, if a lot of people know in fighting game rules for tournaments, no one gets map pick, bro. No one. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't decide on the stage, you randomize it. Me, I always randomize the map period because I just feel as though that's what you should do. Nobody needs the advantage. For some reason, in the Naruto community, whoever, when it comes to competitive fight, first to 10 or clan battle, they feel as though map pick is a must. Like, there was a time me and Matt did a clan battle versus this clan back in Revolution, and they asked me what should the rules be. They said no rules. We didn't care what it was. They said no rules, and I'm like, all right. But my only rule was just randomize the map. It started a mean ass argument, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why is randomizing the map a problem? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, then it's not really no rules. Does that really affect your gameplay? Like, is the stage of the side of the map really gonna affect how you play? Or maybe because what they wanted to run in just use a simple cheese, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid, and it kills the whole concept. This game, it isn't the best, it isn't complete, it isn't perfect. Of course it needs a little nerfs, but it's not shit, it's not garbage like people say it is. And like Boris said, it's mainly, in math, it's mainly the people who use the cheese that say these things. Those are the players that say, the same people who you see using dash cut and all these stuff, they're the ones who claim this game is trash. Because they don't want to take the time out to actually learn how to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they don't take the time. They revert back to old habits from old Storm games. I don't know. That's all they do. They just revert to old habits, because in this game you have like the leader switch combo, which you guys already touched on like for the past 50 minutes or some shit like that. And like CC2 actually is trying to make this game competitive, but people are just shitting on it because they're using all these things like dash cut, and like they're just not using the game or playing the game to its full potential. I remember in Storm 3, you go in practice mode, or you have to get somebody to block for you. Like, you can't check if anything's like a button lock or anything like that. But CC2 actually took the time to actually like put the software in there or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, CC2 actually. CC2 is trying to make the game competitive, but they just need the help of people that actually know how to play the game to tell them what to fix. And that's what really, like a great not competitive, but like fighting game devs, that's what they do. They have pros, sit down, test the game, and then, the pros tell them basically, okay, this needs some, some nerfs, and this needs, Yeah, but I felt like CC2, just like Moses said, they never wanted this game to be, super competitive, evil, standards, but it's getting there. Like, the way the game is getting played, like, especially with Stone Forward, with the way like the game is made, it takes a lot of skill, man. It takes a lot of skill to be good without using no cheese. So we just need that's why we're doing this. Actually, we're creating this channel. You know, trying to basically bring the community together to make them realize that we need their help. It's because it starts with the community. To make them realize that, yeah, they need to, you know, reach out to the devs and then, you know, spread the word about this type of play, because this type of play style should be promoted so that we get an actual Evo, you know, standard game, and we actually, you know, be a fighting game community. Because still, you know, people look at us as a joke. Like when you talk about, you know, Street Fighter play, they gonna be like, oh, you play Naruto? Oh yeah, you know, it just sucks. Because they don't know.
Yeah,
They don't.
we gotta be the ones to show them that this game has that potential. Like, I guarantee you, if I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but if this game was to become, you know, put on the real right track and played, you know, played how it should be, how we're trying to promote it, I guarantee you a lot of players who would leave the game if they're not willing to learn would be the players who use the cheese and are simple-minded because they don't want to take the time out. If anything, most of those players who even play like that never even touched another fighting game really. And if they have, they've never got in depth with it and played and actually, you know, associated with the community. They don't know anything. They probably, oh, I played MKX or Tekken or whatever. But you get on there, you play with them, and you have background with it. You body them, and you see they ain't really nothing in this game either. So they don't know what a competitive fighting game takes. But a lot of these players who play Naruto, I'm sure you're all familiar with Call of Duty trying to play competitive. So you guys are trying to compare those two things. And like I said previously, you can't do that. You can't. It's a fighting game. If you want to learn what a fighting game takes, you know, play other fighting games, learn about it, and then, you know, you can start putting your judgment on that. You know what I'm saying? But don't use your own personal opinions and feelings and salt and all that to determine what this game lacks. Because even if you claim, like a lot of players who try to say this game has competitive play, you know, whatever, when you ask them what, you know, if you ask them what should it have, they'll say simple stuff. They won't even know what to really say. They won't even know how to make the game better themselves. Because they don't really know. They don't know the frames, they don't know none of that stuff, so they won't even know. They'll probably say something like, oh, it's Naruto, I think he needs a nerf on his button mash, is that it? Probably Naruto too. Anything else? Yeah, all the pictures. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it.
Just clean up everything.
And you know what? And you know what? And hold on. And Moses is right. Like, y'all gotta stop making up y'all own personal opinions about the game and what will be patched and what wouldn't, and if CC2 would have done this and CC2 would have done that. No. Alright, they wouldn't. Alright, you don't know. That's the thing. The thing is, we don't know what CC2 would have done. Alright, because it probably could have been some shit that some glitch that they probably could have seen, and they're like, well, we put that there, so that's gonna be in the game. All right, and we don't know that, so y'all just gonna assume if CC2 would have seen this, they would have patched this, blah blah blah, whatever. That don't assume shit. That's all I say is y'all just don't use personal opinions, because you never know, you could be wrong. But y'all, let's wrap this up, y'all.
Alright, let me say something.
Yeah, let's kind of wrap this up. This is our first time that we're doing this, you know. So we want to hear your feedback and what you guys think. Also, you know, we want to know what you guys have to say about this. Please don't come trying to say no retarded statements or no more of that personal opinion stuff. If you have anything to say, please talk with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like evidence, facts, or stuff that will actually be debatable. You know, like stuff that we can actually elaborate on and all that. Not nonsense. We don't need to hear no 7-year-old statement or anything like that. No salt. But we'd love to know what you guys think, because we're planning on doing more of these, you know, like weekly stuff, and kind of because our goal is to change the community, basically put it on the right track. And you know, a lot of the big YouTubers you guys watch, they're not really doing that right now. They're just doing it for entertainment, which is all right, because like I said, I like him just as much as the next guy, you know, for entertainment wise and watching it for fun and laughs and stuff. But in terms of actually competitive playing, those are not the people. You're not promoting this really, and that's why we're trying to basically start a change. Should have been done years ago, but you know, we didn't really have that thinking because the game wasn't even trying to be put on the right track yet. But now it is, so let's actually do something for it and help put it on that right track. So anything else anyone else got to say?
I think we done, bro. This is it. We gonna upload it. There's gonna be more of these. This not gonna be the only one. You know, this is still our first time. So right now, just tell us what y'all think.
Till next time.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Dark Mask out. Hero of Suki no Mai out. Reanimation Hito out. You know, we all out here. You know, sages. Peace.
Yeah, man.